So this is the Z Flip 5 and the Z Fold 5, and we are here in Seoul, South Korea to one of the biggest Android launches of the world. Galaxy. Get it? Get it? Now Samsung launched a bunch of devices at the Galaxy Unpacked event. There's the Z Flip 5, Z Fold 5, Galaxy Watch 6 series and 3 tablets. But you don't need to know all of this. Now we took our own time to use the device a bit, and here are 5 important things that you need to know about the Galaxy Unpacked event. Number 1, Hinge. One of the biggest changes you see this year on both the foldables is the hinge. If you see side by side the last year's Z Flip 4 and new Z Flip 5, the crease is almost negligible on the Z Flip 5. Now this was long time due. So we have used all the foldables that have released this year, the best one, Moto Razr 40 Ultra, and all of them had very little crease. Now due to this new flex hinge, the phone now shuts completely without a gap. This no gap actually helps from dust not entering inside the phone. Like we have used the Z Flip 4 for about a year now, and dust enters through that gap. So basically Samsung has increased the area where the display folds, making the crease better. And same, if you see side by side, the Z Fold 5 has almost no gap. Also, one really interesting thing that we saw, since this is a new improved hinge on the Z Flip 5, see if you put it at 45 degrees, 60 degrees, it stays. But as soon as you put it at extreme angles, see the lid closes. Now with the Z Flip 4, it didn't used to happen previously. Now we tried this on 4 to 5 devices and it worked on some of the units, it didn't work on another units. So that is one thing we'll need to test in the next video. Number 2, the Z Flip 5 gets the biggest cover screen. The new Z Flip 5 has a 3.24-inch cover screen. Am I the only one who sees this display as the Windows folder style? Now you can obviously do the obvious stuff on the bigger cover display. You can reply to messages by typing. There's the whole keyboard to type. Widgets are now bigger. You can browse the entire music playlist. But here's the interesting part. Do apps work on it? Well, sort of. You can have some apps as experiment on the cover screen, like all the bigger apps like YouTube, Netflix, Google Maps, etc. Like you can put YouTube on the cover screen and watch TechWiser videos. And one thing I've noticed, the animations are very fluid on the cover screen. Overall, you can have 14 widgets on the cover screen. And I think most of the fluidity is powered because of the Snapdragon 8 Gen 2. Now the most important thing to check is, the Z Flip 5 has the same 3700 mAh battery as last year. Now battery life on the Z Flip 4 was better because of optimizations, but now the Z Flip 5 has a bigger cover screen. So is it better optimized? How good is the battery life? That thing needs to be seen. So the detailed impression, unboxing and all of that is coming soon. Subscribe and hit the bell icon. Number 3 is the Z Fold 5. Now at first glance, the back of the Z Fold 5 is different than the Z Fold 4. Like the camera island is now much smaller. You get 2 new colors, icy blue and cream. But there are not wow changes with the Z Fold 5. It's just incremental changes over the last year's Z Fold 4. Like Samsung has managed to make the Z Fold 5 even thinner. It's 13.4 mm compared to last year's 14.2 mm on the Z Fold 4. It now makes the Z Fold 5 seem much thinner and lighter. Also, a massive upgrade is the S Pen. The S Pen compared to last year looks tiny. It still doesn't go inside the Z Fold 5. The Z Fold 5 also carries the same camera sensor as last year. Same 50 megapixel main camera, 12 megapixel ultra wide, 10 megapixel 3x telephoto lens. Now, out of all devices launched at the Galaxy Unpacked, here's an interesting one for me and every Samsung fan out there. The Galaxy Watch 6 and Watch 6 Classic has been launched, and finally after 2 years, the rotating bezel is back on the Watch 6 Classic. Samsung is calling it now refined rotating bezel, but in simple words, it's the same rotating bezel but thinner, and it has the same satisfying sound. Hold on. It works the same way in the entire menu. You can scroll through the menu, watch faces, everything. The rotating bezel is the best smartwatch feature ever. Don't ever think about taking it back, Samsung. Please. Number 5, Samsung tablets. Now there are 3 tablets announced: Tab S9, Tab S9 Plus, Tab S9 Ultra, and oh my god, the Tab S9 Ultra. I'm still amazed that some company has this big of a tablet. Like the S9 Ultra is 14.6 inch of this thin tablet. I mean, some laptops have that big of a screen. In person, it's just gorgeous. All of these tablets are now powered by the new Snapdragon 8 Gen 2. Now we also had the exclusive chance to see some crazy tech, something that might be the future after these smartphones. So we were invited to a room which is literally built out of smart home devices. You could just use your phone to turn on and turn off lights, turn on the window blinds, turn on the foldable TV, but one thing really amazed me. The Samsung person just put the phone on a wireless charger and all the lights just shut off. And all the smart home devices reacted to that particular phone which was put on charge. Now just in simple words, there's a concept called ambient computing in tech. So the tech device can interact with you without you knowing about it. I just wanted to share this with the community. Do read about it and let me know what are your thoughts. By the way, we'll be soon making a video about these foldables. So if you have any questions, do let us know in the comments. We'll try to include the best ones in the video. And on that note, this is Pradeep signing off from Seoul, South Korea. Annyeong. Pew pew pew.